Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse, and today I am still cleaning up in my data center. Well, I haven't done much, but there is actually a hole over here. Look at that. There's no server there, and it wasn't there in the previous video either. I sold that one, and we did a video on that last week, and a young gentleman came and picked up that server, and the video about it wasn't even out yet, so it's the best kind of sales. I'm really having difficulties selling stuff locally here because people think that it's a chat when I put something up for sale. I don't want to chat, I want to sell my stuff. When I do that, the chat is down here, chat there. Don't go chat about the servers that I have for sale. That's irritating. But I want to sell some more. This one, the one just beneath it, I also want to sell, and there is one on the shelf up here, also a awesome Lenovo x3650 Model 2. It's not because it's not a good server that I'm selling it. I'm selling it because I have too many of them. I mainly use these servers for these video purposes. There's no reason for me to have 5 of them. 3 should be sufficient. So today we are putting another one up for sale. I hope it's gonna be sold before you see this video. That would be nice. Okay, so what do we have in this server? I have already forgotten. I had it out last week when I was doing the other server. In this server we have another RAID controller. This is the absolute minimum RAID controller that's available for this model of this server, but it works. You can put 8 hard drives in there, up to 2 terabytes each. So in here we have some RAM. I guess I have already put in RAM in this machine. That would be 12 times 4, so 48 gigabytes of memory. Over here is the IMM key, so that also comes with it. It's not that dusty, so that's okay. Just have to make sure that I haven't put in my good riser card. So everything else looks pretty normal here. There is no USB stick. A couple of CPUs. I'm pretty sure these are quad cores. Intel Xeon 5530s, I believe. Let's see that when we boot it. So let's put that back on. Cool. Everything looks good. So this is the server from the back. Let's get some light on that. There. No expansion cards, no daughter card. Plug in the monitor, and there's only one power supply in this server. I'm not gonna mess about putting in another one. I'm just gonna sell it with just one power supply. Guess I'd never put in another one. Nothing much back here. Pretty straight. It has the IMM output here, and it has 2 built-in network cards. So as I have just put power onto this, it's probably gonna be very noisy when I power it up. Yeah. If the IMM adapter hasn't totally booted inside, it's noisy when you just turn it on. If it's all done and ready, well, it's not gonna say much. I have been messing with taking off these labels. I usually have these labels on my servers. Oh, now it's done, so it's not as noisy. If we look at the screen, that's how that looks. So we have a complaint over here. What do we have? We have memory. It's not happy about the memory. Okay, let's see. It's booting VMware here. So we can see when it's done with booting that, how much memory it sees. Actually, oh, this is an old version I have on here, 5.1. So it sees 40 gigabytes of memory. And yes, this is indeed the E5530. So yeah, I'll have to power this off and mingle with the memory to see if I can get that flawless. There's no reason to wait for that. We can just power it off. There. Okay, I just opened up the server to see if everything was as expected. and it is. I was actually doing something else when this was booting, so I think I will watch it boot and see what memory banks it's complaining about, and then we'll go in here again. I checked that all the memory are in the right slots, so that's affirmative. Yeah, let's close it up, see what it's complaining about, instead of me just guessing. And you just power it, it's doing all kind of funny stuff. It's blinking really fast here, and they have made like a snaky thing here. Okay, now it's not blinking as fast anymore, so now I can actually turn it on. It's just gonna be noisy, but well, we can handle the noise. So it's still noisy. I expect that it will have loaded the IMM in just a little bit. I sold the other server, that one, for 200 euros, 1500 Danish kroners. 200 euros, that's about 235 US dollars. I expect that I will be able to sell the other one for about the same price. There is more RAM in it. It doesn't have the expansion cards that the other ones had. It only has one power supply, but I think it will be worth the same. So I'm gonna try that anyway. And it looks better if I can get this thing from the label off. But, well, let's see what memory errors we get here. It comes up with the splash screen. Over here we already has the error. It's been a while already. So I pressed F1 to go into the BIOS, so that we can that way see which memory blocks are complaining. Let's see what we have DIMM failure memory test, so something is bad. Where would we go see that? System information, system settings, memory, planar DIMM details. DIMM disabled in DIMM number 6. DIMM 1 is supposed to be empty, and DIMM 4 is supposed to be empty. Then DIMM 6 is not supposed to be empty. Then DIMM 9 and DIMM 12. DIMM 6. DIMM in slot 6 failed power on memory test and has been disabled. DIMM can be re-enabled here. Okay. What happens if we just re-enable it? DIMM enabled. It's probably not a good idea if it has failed memory tests, so yeah, we're gonna disable that. We're gonna have a look at DIMM number 6, maybe just try and replace it and see what happens when we do that. 9 and number 12, I have to check if that's right. I'll power it off and we'll have a look. Okay, so when I'm not putting all the memory DIMMs in this server, the two last DIMMs for each of the processors, that would be number 1 and number 4, and number 9 and number 12. Those should not be occupied. So, and I did check that. I was confused about that one. I was thinking about number 11, but that's the very first one to put in. But number 6 is the second DIMM to be put in, and that's supposed to be good. So let's check that one. Okay, so the DIMM starts down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one is complaining. And I have powered off. Yes, it's in here good. So why is this complaining? 1.5 volts. I'm just checking some of the other memory if it's the same thing. It looks very similar. It's an IBM block. Did not power on. I don't think we want to mess with this. Let's just try and replace it. So here's a Samsung one. Let's pop that in instead. Okay, so now it's booting ESXi and it's not complaining about anything. So I'm guessing that we probably fixed that. Let's see when it Oh yeah, 48 gigabytes of memory. Awesome, nice. I'm gonna stop this because I wanna sell this with the latest version of ESXi 6.5, the latest version that will run with this CPU, that is. So yeah, we're gonna be installing that. That will be this one. So put that in over here, there, and we'll just power cycle this. There. Power it back on, and I'll press F12. Need to make a note of that this is suspicious. Okay, F12 has been picked. Let's go get the USB storage thing here and install ESXi 6.5. Like the other server, I'm selling it with a 146 gigabyte SAS drive. So I'm installing VMware ESXi on that, and it's gonna scan that and it's gonna figure out that it's okay, I'm guessing. And it has found that there is already a data store on there. Do you want to preserve that data store, or do you want to override it? And I want to override it because I don't want my data to be there. If he really wants to pick that up, it's okay. I have not used this server for anything. So that one, and enter, and I'll pick my Danish keyboard. Danish. Then I have to give it a password. And for this one that is just gonna be sold, I'm gonna put in the serial number as the password, because that's way easier to remember if someone calls, oh, you sold me this server, what's the password for blah blah blah. Installing. It installed without a glitch, so the two processors and the 48 gigabytes, and I'm gonna take a picture of this for my sales ad, so someone with a bit of knowledge will know what that is. Picture. Cool. Nice. So I'll take it out and I'll take a picture of the inside as well. Might look impressive if you don't mess with servers every day. Let's see if we can get a good picture of that. There. And one without this thing. You can see all the memory. It's as good as sold. Cool. So as I have another one on the shelf, I'm gonna borrow the rails for this. It's a bit easier when you can just slide in and out. Except if I had a table out here, that would have been marvelous. So to release the servers, there's a couple of thingies here, sliders on the side, and if you pop those out, I'll just get a knee underneath it, you can slide the server up and it will pop right out. And it is rather heavy. So up here on the shelf I have this model too. I have no idea why it's there. It has been there for a while, so I'm gonna take that down and pop it in and see what's on it. No hard drives in it, but I do believe there is room for 8, backplane for 8 drives. Memory, no idea. Let's check it out. This is really a two-man job, except there is no room for 2 men. Let's pop it open and see what's in it. So either there's another 200 euros here, or there is not. So what do we have? What do we have? Oh, we have a really good RAID controller. Yikes. We have normal rifle cards. We have some RAM. These are 4 gigabytes. 4, probably 4 all of them, so 4 times, that's 32 gigs of memory. Very nice. There is the backplane, there is the RAID controller. Okay, and there is 2 power supplies in this one. I could feel that. So 32 gigs of memory. I think that's okay for selling this. 32 will do the job. And there is the IMM right there. Cool. Let's power it up and see what happens. So I've added power to it, and it does have 2 power supplies back there. There is no extension cards, no PCI Express cards in there whatsoever. This has been sitting on the shelf for quite a while. Have no idea why. I'm gonna be running this BOMC, the Lenovo x3650 Essential thing, to firmware update it. So we're gonna pop that in, and we're gonna power it, and it's gonna be noisy because I just put power on it. So we're booting that. We want to boot from the USB stick, so F12. When the splash screen comes up, later it will come and tell us that we can press F12, but well, then we will have waited for so long that we fell asleep, and then yeah, we miss it, and we have to do it all over. So whenever the splash screen is there, you can press F1 or F12 or F whatever you want. And I was out doing something else, so now when I come back to record this, it's ready for me. I didn't have to wait. Awesome. USB storage. Go, go, catch it. Or just go. And it's gonna be booting this tool center Linux stuff. Welcome to Lenovo x3650 Essentials. So we are just gonna be updating this. These are the servers that I've added. It can do the x3550 Model 3, the x3650 Model 3, the x3550 Model 2, and the x3650 Model 2. Did I say that right? I hope so. Click the update and get on with it, shall we? So apparently this is what needs to be updated. The Wi-Fi BIOS, the IMM Dynamic System Analyzing, the DSA, and the rate controller and the IMM. Okay, this is taking quite a while. I've been doing other stuff, so but it's doing the IMM now, the last one in the list, so hopefully soon we'll be there. Everything is updated. Awesome. Let's move on to installing ESXi 6.5. Finish. Do you really want to quit? I really want to quit. Thank you very much. So exit. And it doesn't even quit. Yes, okay, yes, okay. Okay, so we will replace the USB key with the next USB key. There, and we will boot this up and install ESXi 6.5. Okay, I of course forgot. I have to replace that with a hard drive, so that we have something to install that on. So there, and we need to go in and configure that. So we'll press F1 to go into the BIOS here. Okay, so in the BIOS here we just need to configure our one drive. And we have done this multiple times, so we're just gonna do it the quickest way possible. Let's see, we have an LSI web BIOS, and we have the server RAID M5015. Start that. This is a really good RAID controller for that server. Foreign configuration. We're just gonna pick that. We're gonna clear it. Are you sure? Yes. There we have an unconfigured good drive. So configuration wizard. We're gonna add a configuration to it. Next. We're gonna do an automatic configuration. There, automatic configuration, and it's no redundancy. There. Next. And we're gonna accept what it's suggesting. Right there. Nice. Yes. Nice. And it's gonna build our configuration for us. I think I need to press home here and everything will be good. There we have our physical drive. Out of that we have made a disk group, and out of that disk group we have made a virtual drive. So awesome. Let's exit. Yes. So now we are ready to boot ESXi, the installation of it. I have put that USB key in here. Hope that will pop up. Let's just go and clear the system settings, the IMM settings. Let's clear the IMM settings. IMM manager there. Let's see, we'll probably have some, yeah, there are some network configurations here. So let's reset IMM to default. Yes, enter. Let's just go out again. And exit setup. And then it should boot from the USB. And without hesitation, it is booting from the USB. And we're going to be installing ESXi 6.5. Awesome! I have now installed VMware ESXi 6.5.0 on this, and it's the same server, IBM system x3650 model 2. It has two Xeon E5530s, 2.4 GHz CPUs with hyperthreading, and yeah, 32 gigs of RAM. So another server ready to go up for sale. Oh, point the right, that one. So yeah. And I'm of course trying to sell some of these to make room in my data center for something new and exciting, whatever that might be. So yeah, before you type me and ask if I will send this to you in whatever country, buy one in your country. It's way cheaper for you. Shipping one of these servers to you in Sweden, Germany, the Netherlands, Great Britain, well, it's easy 100 euros just for the shipping part, and well, I'm charging 200 euros for it, so cheaper to just get it where you're at. I don't have a good deal on shipping. If I was a big company, I would have a good deal on shipping and I would be able to ship it for next to nothing. I can't do that, so yeah. But thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me sell something else. Yeah, probably not. That's the last M2 that's up for sale, so let's hope I sell it. Please remember to give this video a like. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again. And have a really nice day. Bye bye.